It's $100. I want you to hold it for me.
What?
It's $100. It's 520s. Hold on.
Okay, what's going on? I got it.
Okay.
What is this about?
There's $100.
I feel like I'm being filmed.
So yesterday when I made my
declaration
that I was calling off the bet of $100 having the field against the Warriors, that I'm calling off the bet because you'd given me the opportunity, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to root against the Warriors. I just don't. So I said I'm calling off the bet. Well, one gentleman, I assume, on the Xfinity Mobile text line said, figure Steinmetz, now you get to weasel out of it when the Warriors win it all. And I thought, you know what?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I didn't either until
he wrote it.
So I'm like, okay, well, if that's what this guy thinks, and people may think it, here's what we're going to do, Goo.
What?
That's $100.
It's yours.
No, it's right now you're holding it. So if the Warriors win it all, if you want to take that 100, you can take that 100. If the Warriors don't win it all, you can do whatever you want with that 100. You can still take it. You can give it to charity. Do whatever you want. All I know is I'm out. I am out on the bet completely.
But this is how I got DeMo Cadillacs. Like, I feel like this is a trap. Listen.
Not a trap.
Steiny, are you sure? Because you see, like, hey, Spadoni put this on the Yankees spring training game. But no, Steiny, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hold it. But now I feel like I won.
All right, good. Then I made
Joe on YouTube's telling me don't take it. It's a trap. It's a trap.
What's the trap?
No, you feel
what is the
not
trap?
A trap.
I mean, honestly, I just peeled off $100, and I was like, you know, you don't have to do. You could just call the bet off. But I'm like, no, because if they win it all, I don't want any part of any smoke. I just don't.
All right, well, I'm putting it in my pocket.
In case you're just joining us.
Yeah, wow, man.
I have
C-note.
Called off the bet with Guru.
Well, 20th to watch list.
I have the field. He had the Warriors. I'm saying that I found myself rooting against the Warriors because I want to win a bet. Because I'm so competitive. All that matters to me was winning that bet against Guru. And so because that's all that mattered to me, I was finding myself getting into bad habits as it related to the Golden State Warriors, perhaps not being as objective as I should have.
People are loving you, man.
The bet's off, and I got to tell you, it's enjoyable now. It's enjoyable. I
don't know who you are.
I don't have to watch with an ulterior motive.
Wow.
I don't think the Warriors are going to win it. But you know what? They won last night. They've won 2 in a row
and
on the
I'll
road.
return this when they don't.
They got
that's how this works, right?
No, no, not at all. I don't want it. I don't want it. So
I feel like the president of Dub Nation.
The point being, I can't be more sincere, Goo.
I got to text
and
JD.
Bay Area. I cannot be more sincere. I do not want to see
Give me another
the Warriors go into the playoffs with me having money against them.
All right, I got you.
So I'm rude. I just don't want to do that.
So this actually was therapy for you.
Yeah.
The relationship is bridged now. To hell with Dallas in 6. Goo with 100.
Exactly.
Yeah, Steiny, you a bad dude. Let's talk about last night.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
And it's not about me, but did any part of you be like, that's why I like doing radio with my partner, talking about me? Because I
didn't think of you last night when I was watching the game. I don't know what you mean.
When Kuminga was cutting and scoring and doing all the other stuff.
Well, actually, what I thought.
Talked about it for like 2 hours. Those are the things I were telling you and the listeners he can do. And it wasn't about, hey, you're the focal point of the offense. If we can get that Kuminga, if they can get him, along with Jordan Poole, who I thought was fantastic, Draymond Green, the defense that Draymond exhibited it was a team win without Steph and Clay doing the heavy lifting. And we'll get into the CYO. I don't know what Mark Cuban was doing, the game under protest. Because I was on the broadcast real quick about that, Steiny, and I was listening to Van Gundy. I had the national broadcast, couldn't get Fitz. And they described it one way, but when I went to Twitter, there were pictures of the ref pointing in the Warriors' direction. Shame on the Mavericks.
Well, we can talk about that. There's a lot
sit your ass down.
Well, there was confusion. There was definitely confusion on that play. We can get into it. As for Kuminga, I actually didn't think of you. I thought more of me, thinking it's exactly what you were saying all day today on the radio. There's no discussion. No, me. There's no discussion about Kuminga. Everybody's been pulling their hair out about Kuminga. There's nothing to pull your hair out about. He's in the rotation, okay? He's in the rotation playing 20 to 25 minutes a night.
31 last night.
He's in the rotation, all right? Last night, he played great. How many minutes did he play?
31.
Okay.
No, I got you.
The discussion's over. Play like that, and you get 32 minutes a game.
Right,
Sorry.
Right.
I don't want to be a jerk, but, that's what you have to do. And if you don't, maybe you'll only get 14.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr doesn't think you've earned it to get 30 if you're not playing well.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that. We can talk about giving Kuminga 25, 30 no matter what. But I think we all know if Kuminga plays pretty well, he's playing 25 minutes a night. And the difference between Kuminga playing 25 minutes and 33 minutes a night ain't the difference between a championship and not.
Yeah. Well, he was one of the bright spots. And my guy Hawk listened to the show. He sent me a text. I'll tell you, Steiny. He'll probably get mad. But he was like, Steiny didn't think Kuminga could do it. And you just eloquently said what you were talking about, that when you're out there, you got to do it. But this was a great win. But I'm a little nervous when I look at the standings. And let me tell you why. Because I don't, and you guys can tell me I'm looking ahead, slow down. But when you get excited, you do this. I don't want anything to do with Phoenix in a first-round matchup for the Golden State Warriors. So I'm looking at the schedule,
Don't
Steiny.
do this.
I'm like, be careful now.
Are you really going to say what I think you're going to say?
Like, no, I'm not. Win all the games
Don't get to 5?
Well,
number 5.
What are you saying, Goo?
I would rather play Sacramento.
Okay, so you want to try to manipulate the schedule? What are you saying, Goo? What are you saying, Goo?
I'm afraid of Phoenix with KD in that pack. I'm afraid of that Phoenix pack with Booker in the first round. I'm being real.
What difference does it make if you got to come through them anyway?
Yeah, but later is greater.
May as well find out early if you got it or not.
Well, this will definitely be different than any other.
No.
We've already established. Let me finish this, Steiny. This is already different than any other run in the Steve Kerr, Steph Curry era.
Hey, Warrior Nation.
Why are you laughing?
I'll tell you why. Because this is so you, it's unreal. It is unreal. They win against Dallas. And now you're saying, Steiny, I don't know about getting all the way up to 5. They may play Phoenix. Okay, yeah, go ahead and try to manipulate the schedule.
No, you can't.
They're
not going to do it.
I tell you what, we got the best road team in the league coming in tomorrow, Philly.
Man.
They're the best road team. Don't lose to them. And then I'll tell you what, on Sunday, you better beat Minnesota.
Cat is back.
You better beat Minnesota. You better get one of these next 2. So all I'm saying is, don't look at the standings, Goo.
All right.
Just win. Eight games left. Win 5 of them.
Can I give you something else?
To stay in that top 6.
Let me give you something else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm being real with you, Spadoni and Evan, and everybody out there listening. Last night's game was just from a basketball pleasure standpoint. It was everything that I wanted, but it was the first Warrior game in 18 or 17 that Andrew Wiggins has missed that I didn't think of Wiggins, Donnie. And that's a delight. Now, again, the whole play is, can they keep this going? And you got a Philly team with the possible MVP coming in tomorrow. They're playing great basketball, but Evan says something in the green room about this weekend, including Friday and Sunday's game. If you do drop one of the games, you would want it to be against the Sixers.
No doubt. Absolutely, positively. 888-957-9570 is the number if you want to jump into the Warrior conversation. Boy, there's a lot to get to.
Man.
And here's one I want to address, and this is kind of how I'll generally throw it out to Warrior fans. Guys, are you really going to ignore the bad defense last night? No, I'm not going to ignore the bad defense last night, but for one night, that's just an aspect of what we're going to talk about. It's not going to dominate the discussion because they won the game. And they needed to win a road game, especially that road game. And yesterday when we had Zaza Pachulia on, he said something very interesting about this game. We were saying, is it a big game? Is it a big game? This, that, the other thing. And he said, I'm treating tonight separate. And what he meant was, we've stunk on the road all year, but I think we know what the stakes are tonight. So if I think we're going to take it very seriously, let's just judge this game. So let's just judge this game. They won in Dallas. Their defense was like it always is.
Why
pretty much.
Why are they giving up wide open threes, Steiny?
Because their defense is easily broken down.
And let me just double back and ask you why.
Because a million different things are happening, of which they're just not as good defensively. They've all dropped off defensively.
Man, they went up 9, and in the blink of an eye, Dallas came back. But I will say this about the defense last night, and Chris A pointed this out on YouTube. The Warriors are in no position, Guru, to manipulate their seeding. I get that. I understand that. But to his point also about the shabby defense, talk to me about the defense when the game was on the line. That's what got – and Draymond, all of his body, both hands in the air under the basket like, take me as I am. And, that's ball game. That's what it's about. That's the new NBA, is when can you play that defense? And Luka had the ball with an opportunity, and what shot was that? To me, that was good defense.
Which one?
The last possession that Dallas had where Luka kind of he didn't know what he wanted to do.
Which one? The one underneath the basket?
No, the one before that. At the top of the key. I was like, damn, Luka.
Yeah, that was Clay just stayed in front.
No, he did.
Made it hard for him.